The open road has long been a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and adventure. While motorcycling is often seen as a male-dominated world, women have roared through its history, breaking barriers, defying expectations, and leaving tire tracks on the pages of time. This is the story of influential women in motorcycling, pioneers who turned throttle and tenacity into legacies of power and independence. Our journey begins in the early 20th century with Effie Hotchkiss. In 1915, Effie, a 26-year-old from Brooklyn, decided to see America, not from a train window, but astride a Harley-Davidson. With her mother, Avis, riding along in a sidecar, Effie embarked on a 9,000-mile cross-country trip. They traversed muddy roads, dodged storms, and faced skepticism at every turn. Effie wasn't just riding for adventure, she was proving women could handle the grit and grease of motorcycling. Her journey shattered stereotypes and inspired a generation of women to take the handlebars. As the decades rolled on, another trailblazer emerged, Bessie Stringfield. Born in 1911, Bessie faced a world stacked against her: racial segregation, gender norms, and a society that didn't expect a black woman to ride. But Bessie didn't care. At 19, she bought her first motorcycle, a 1928 Indian Scout, and hit the road. She became a civilian courier for the US Army during World War II, crisscrossing the country on her bike. Known as the Motorcycle Queen of Miami, Bessie logged over 1 million miles in her lifetime, fearlessly riding through Jim Crow-era South and beyond. Her courage wasn't just in her throttle hand, it was in her heart. By the mid-20th century, women weren't just riding, they were racing. Enter Dot Robinson, a pink-clad powerhouse who co-founded the Motor Maids, America's first women's motorcycle club, in 1940. Dot wasn't afraid to get dirty. She competed in grueling endurance races, clocking over 1,500 miles in a single event, and racked up more than 1.5 million miles in her riding career. With her husband, Erwin, she also fought for motorcyclists' rights, lobbying against discriminatory laws. Dot showed the world that a woman could be fierce, feminine, and fast, all at once. The racetrack became another proving ground for women like Kerry Kleid. In 1971, Kerry made history as the first woman to win a sanctioned motorcycle race in the United States. Riding a Yamaha 250, she outpaced her male competitors at a California track, silencing doubters with every lap. Kerry's victory wasn't just a personal triumph. It opened doors for women in professional racing, proving that speed knows no gender. The legacy of these pioneers continues on in modern icons like Ashley Fiolek. Born deaf in 1989, Ashley turned adversity into acceleration. She began racing motocross at age 7 and, by her teens, was dominating the sport. In 2008, she became the first woman to compete in the AMA Pro Motocross Championship, winning the Women's Motocross Association title 4 times. Ashley's story isn't just about breaking records, it's about breaking silence, showing that determination can roar louder than any engine. From Effie Hotchkiss's cross-country odyssey to Ashley Fiolek's championship victories, women in motorcycling have carved their own paths through history. They've faced down prejudice, pushed past limits, and redefined what it means to ride. Today, women make up a growing share of riders worldwide, inspired by these legends who traded skirts for leather and paved the way with every mile. So the next time you hear the rumble of an engine, remember, the road doesn't care who's riding. It only knows the sound of freedom. And these women made sure their voices were heard, one revolution at a time.